Welcome to Redvee TV, pre-Hull FC away. It's not coming home in the football, but hopefully it still will be in the rugby.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
It spoiled our flag. I had a boss flag design sorted. It was going to say 2018 was a great year for English sport, and it was going to have the 3 trophies if we won them all in each corner. And Saints won the lot across the middle on St George's Cross. So that's the idea, has gone out the window, hasn't it?
Pretty much, yeah. It's a bit presumptuous as well. Let's win one first, and worry.
There was a plan if it was to happen, but we can reveal it now because it's not going to happen. Yeah, so Hull FC away. Squad changes this week.
Yeah, just the one. Where Ryan Morgan comes in for Matty Costello. I hardly say it's a shock.
No, that's the 19.
Yeah.
Expect more changes to the 17?
Yeah, you'd have thought so. You'd think Makinson would definitely come back in. Whether that is in the centres or whether it's out on his favoured right wing, I don't know. It's something that I've just been considering in the car on the way here, that you've got kind of a couple of options, whether...
well, does Ryan Morgan come straight back in, or,
exactly.
or do you reward Swift by putting Makinson inside him maybe?
Yeah, well that's it could be. Do you think that the left hand side would stay as it is, so it's between that right hand side, and you don't know how far Makinson is off with his injury. If he's still getting a little bit of a niggle, if he's only at 90%, then you could potentially give him a week off, yeah. And you're not missing out on much. Yeah, Makinson is our form winger, you'd say at the moment, but you're not missing out on much by having Swift in there instead of Makinson and Morgan inside him. Same if you have Makinson inside Swift. There's a couple of different possibilities. Even I thought the probably wild card is if you give Regan Grace a bit of a rest, but I'm not sure that that's Holbrook's.
I'm not sure he's willing to change that many combinations round for the same game.
No, probably not. But well, it's when you're forced into it, he will. So obviously we had Costello and Swift on one side last week with Lomax dropping into fullback. So it's more a when needs must, I'd say, rather than a, you know what, I'm going to give a couple of lads a week off, because he just doesn't do that. He's proved that throughout the season. Ben
Barber straight back in at 1.
You'd imagine, yeah, you'd imagine. So the way that Holbrook spoke in the press, it sounds like Barber is fit and raring to go.
And not just fit enough to play, actually got over the injury.
Yeah,
I think he's been carrying that for quite a while, and eventually it doggedly drags your performances down a little bit.
Well, that's it, and you could see how frustrated he was. It was amazing the backlash that we had through some tweets and some Facebook comments on social media with regards to Ben Barber looking frustrated and not playing his best when we played. Was it Wakefield that he went off against?
He still only created one that made him 60-metre break, but couldn't finish it off because he went.
It's astounding. And listen, he's not above criticism, but when you factor in the fact that he has had to miss a week, he did get substituted because he was injured, it gives you kind of a reason behind why he wasn't at his usual high level.
Now Hull always give us a tough game.
Yeah.
Home or away. Home, we usually struggle against them. Away, we quite often lose. They're a bit of a Jekyll and Hyde outfit. Yeah. They played Huddersfield the other week and I expected them to cane them. I think we both did.
Yeah.
We lost money.
Yeah, we did.
So what to expect? I think they got a couple of players back last week. It's a really tough one to call.
Yeah, I think I've gone Saints by 2, and I think that's just like the Saints fan in me coming out that I think we'll win the game. But I wouldn't like to put money on it.
No,
I won't be backing it tomorrow, just because if Hull turn up and kind of have a reaction to the game against Huddersfield and kind of putting that right, or on the track to putting that right, and Saints don't go at it from the off, then we could be 2-3 tries down in no time at all, because they have got good players. Jake Connor, Jake the Snake, he's a divisive figure, but he's a talented lad. And you just think with him and Albert Kelly pulling the strings and the big pack they've got, yeah, there could be problems for Saints. I think we're good enough to beat them over there. Definitely good enough to beat them. It's just about attitude and application.
Yeah. Other news this week, Gareth Walker broke in the Daily Mirror that Matty Smith is likely to go to Catalan next year, 2019. Good move for him.
Yeah, absolutely. If it means he gets game time, then it's great for him. You'd imagine he's on a decent wage, so it could free up a little bit of movement for us as well. It's just a shame that it hasn't worked out for Matty. He's been a consummate pro over the past couple of months where he's not been getting any game time. He's still come in and done stints at hooker and really he's not really rocked the boat, and I think that's testament to him.
It's just scandalous that due to the dual red rules, come the end of the month, we won't have played enough games to be able to play at Sheffield to the end of the year. He's not going to get a game in our first team unless we've got injuries. So essentially, where does he play?
Where is the reserve system? The reserve system is the future. It will give the likes of Matty Smith, Adam Swift, who found themselves out of the team, games. It will give, when Ryan Morgan was out earlier in the year, he'll be able to play for our reserves in our system. It's what's needed. And people who can't see that are very, very short-sighted.
Other news, Joseph Paulo may be signing for next season. Obviously, it was in the Star that there's an interest there. It was reported in Australia that they reckon he's already signed a 3-year deal. I looked at one of the Cronulla forums. They seem disappointed that he's going to go. They said if you keep him out of the half-back position, where his hands aren't the greatest, and just have him running hard and straight, he's more than a decent loose forward, second row. And at the end of the day, do you play that many games in the NRL if you're not a decent player?
That, just going back to that forum, that sounds like the Redvee forum talking about John Wilkin.
Yeah.
Keep him out of the half-back position and get him strong running.
And obviously there's talk of, will John Wilkin carry on at the end of the season, next season? He is out of contract at the end of the year. I think John's done enough for Saints over the course of his career to have a decent say in that himself, whether he carries on for another year maybe, or whether he decides to go to pastures new, or he hangs up the boots and moves into his media role and business, and looks after his businesses. He's been a tremendous servant to Saints when he's played in his best role, and he's still a solid contributor, but it makes you wonder if we sign Paulo, is there going to be some movement there?
Possibly. I don't know too much about Paulo.
None of us do really.
No, but going
30 seconds YouTube.
Yeah,
not really.
Going on to Wilkin though, yeah, people bag Wilkin. He didn't pick himself at 7 when he played there, and when he gets involved in his strong running, his tackling stats are always high. People have this image that he gives away 20 penalties a game. Listen, you're going to slow down when you're older, and yeah, he might not be as quick up, but he's still a leader.
It disappoints me that people don't remember John Wilkin in his youth.
Yeah,
how good he was, and I'm a member of our 2006 side.
It's the
scary how long he's been.
Yeah, exactly. It's the generation of instant gratification where they remember something. People remember something that's happened now or 10 minutes ago or a day ago, but they don't think back. I think
England's shit in the football.
Yeah, well, yeah, but you turn around and you think his performance in the Challenge Cup final, where he didn't get man of the match, did he? And he should have won man of the match. And you think of him playing through with a broken nose. And you think of him putting his hand up and playing 7 for us when we didn't have anybody else. Imagine turning around and putting, putting Ben Westwood in at 7. Or putting Joel Tompkins in at 7.
It's a testament that he's been able to play all those positions and still perform at a competent level. Yeah, maybe not world class, maybe not fantastic, but has plugged gaps for us. He's done it as a team player.
Yeah. I think he's just one of them figures that people love to hate someone, and for some reason they pick on him. I have no idea why.
Lastly, the women's side this week.
Yep.
Good victory against the Bulls on Sunday at Ruskin. I tell you what, I seriously would not want to play in the conditions. It was horrific watching it. It was that hot. It was like an oven with the wind blowing towards you.
Yeah, that's it. The pitch didn't help. I know it had been called off. It had been played anywhere else because the pitches were dangerous because they were so dry and hard. So Ruskin can, because it's an all-weather surface, but even that was boiling.
Yeah.
Because it's what you might term a plastic pitch. It retained the heat. Conditions were. It was lovely for sitting in a beer garden, and not so much for playing rugby, but
or watching.
Yeah,
Wasn't great for watching.
I didn't mind it. But yeah, the women's team went well.
Good to get back to winning ways.
Yeah, early setback, going 6-0 down, but again, they had Faye Gaskin back, who's like the general, pushing them around the park, and they look really good. Yeah, they get back to a bit of form and a good win.
Right, finally, prediction for tomorrow night.
Saints by 2.
Saints by 10. Stick my neck out. Right, we will see you tomorrow night for Redvee TV, fan reaction. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and let us know your thoughts about the game at Hull. If you're from Hull, you're a Hull fan, let us know how you feel the game's going to go tomorrow as well. Glad to hear your views. See you soon.